It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. So last night, I think Nyx slept really, really well. Because when she does, she dreams, and she acts out those dreams very loudly in the middle of the night. So she sleeps in a crate in my bedroom next to me because, well, we both have separation issues, okay? But she just had a full day yesterday, and she just slept really, really well. Well, in the middle of the night, I was passed out. She was passed out. But all of a sudden, she must have been chasing something really, really fast because her whole entire kennel was just shaking and bouncing and bumping all across the room. I was like, what is going on? I thought she was having like a seizure or something because she was so active. I look in and she's just, running as fast as she can in her sleep. She's on her side and her legs are just acting like she's running. It was so funny. It was so funny. Finally, I did wake her up, not like fully wake her up, but I started like walking around the house making some noises just so she would eventually come out of that dream because, like I said, she was going at it. Maybe it was a really big bird or something. I don't know what she was chasing, but it was so funny. One of my favorite things that she does when she's dreaming is she gets her little murder mittens and she like clenches her paws. I can't really explain it. Basically, it's the equivalent to us closing our fists. That's what she does when she's just like, I don't know. It's so funny. I love it when she dreams. It's so funny. All right, so we have, where to go? Christina Aguilera released a new version of What a Girl Wants with Sabrina Carpenter and a new take on Genie in a Bottle with MGK. I'm not a fan of that one. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be. I'm not a fan of MGK, but sometimes his music is good. Levi's is teasing a collab with Beyonce. Meh. Make it 11 weeks at the top Hot 100 for Shabuzi. Honestly, I'm actually really happy for him. Weird Al Yankovic will kick off the Bigger and Weirder 2025 tour next June. And guess what? There's a stop in August here at the Mountain America Center. That's kind of cool. Snow Patrol is going to tour North America next year. And yeah, that's all I got for you. That's your 2 o'clock tea on Z103. Well, you got to start somewhere. Somebody said that we will be getting flying shopping carts before a flying car because a robotics team is in the early stages of developing a Palletrone. I think I said that right. I guess it's a combination of a pallet and a drone, and it hovers and can go up and down stairs. Honestly, I feel like that'd be kind of cool. But, can we get hoverboards next? I feel like that'd be super fun. Because we have, the one wheels. Now we need to make those fly. Z103, it's Katie Lee. So I recently switched from Hulu over to Netflix because I was bored of Hulu and there wasn't anything good. I'm a really big person into movies. I like movies more than I like TV series. And yet as soon as I got onto Netflix, I hopped on all the series that I've missed since I've had Netflix. But now I'm looking at it and I'm just like, maybe Hulu was the better choice. So now I don't know. I am enjoying all the things that I haven't been able to watch on Netflix since we got rid of it. Because we got rid of it once they started cracking down on the password sharing and everything. And so my family was just like, nope, we're going to get rid of it. I'm just like, well, okay, fine, man. Be like that. And then I had to be a big kid and get my own, streaming site thing. But Hulu, there's a series that I really liked watching on Hulu. It's called The Rookie, and I don't want to miss it. It was one of my favorite series, and so if that comes out with a new series or a new season, then I'm gonna have to get Hulu and Netflix. But the only reason that I switched was because Hulu was costing me so much money, and Netflix was cheaper by $15. Then again, I did have an add-on on Hulu, so maybe I should just do it again, but without the add-on. I don't know. If anybody has any insight they want to give me on this, let me know. 208-524-1033. I was reading a thing earlier that was telling us that we're supposed to be spending a lot of money this Halloween, and I guess it's expected to top $11 billion. All I gotta say is, nope, that's not going to be me because the candy that they use for trick-or-treating, way too expensive. Can't afford it. Nope, sorry. Plus, my house is creepy enough. Nobody comes to my house anyways, even though it'd be kind of cool. This would be my first Halloween. Oh, my goodness. Wait, maybe I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna have to tell my nieces and nephews that they have to come to my house. Ooh, maybe I'm changing my mind. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Sometimes I do things and I tell myself, Katie, you're an idiot. Why did you do that? So I have been working slowly on getting my bathtub tiles grouted, and I've just been doing one wall at a time. Well, I needed to let my grout set, but I needed to eventually wipe off like the lines and everything from the grout. And I let it sit too long, and now I can't get it off the tile. And my mom just like, take vinegar and just go wipe it off, and it should come off really easy. It did. But guess what? I had to take the giant jug of vinegar back to my mom's house, and guess what spilled in my pickup? And guess what now my pickup smells like? I cannot get the smell of vinegar out of my pickup. And I hate the smell of vinegar. It's so bad. And it's been hot this week, and so it sits in the sun. It smells like rotten eggs. It's horrible. So if anybody knows how to get the smell of vinegar out of my vehicle, it literally all it did was spilled on my floor mats, and I went to the car wash, washed the mats 3 times, by the way. I'm pretty sure the guys next to me were thinking I was a crazy person, which I am, but yeah, it's okay. But I've left my windows down. I even put a little Scentsy thing in there. Nothing is working. How do I get the smell of vinegar out of my pickup? Please help. 208-524-1033. What store do you wish never closed down? 208-524-1033 or over on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. For me, I miss Vanity. In the mall, the clothing store, that was my favorite place to shop when I was younger. Middle school, high school, absolutely. They had great style, at least in that era. I wonder what they would have right now if they still existed. Anyways, I miss those guys so much. So over on Facebook, Z103 Idaho, there's a lot of people saying Hastings. I do miss Hastings. Hastings here, where the Goodwill is now, Hastings was a great store. The reason I brought this up was because apparently the United States only has one Kmart left. One. I remember we had a Kmart. It was over, where was it? 17th Street on the east side. I don't know what else is over there to compare. Anyways, it's down on that end. I remember Kmart because we would go when I was a little kid, and I liked it because it started with a K. So I'm just like, Katie's Mart. Anyways, Kim says Porter's in Rexburg. We got Celeste and Crystal. Shelby, I'll say Hastings. Steven says Sears. No. When I was a kid, that was the worst store to go to because it was all about tools and boring stuff. Let's see. Nakona says Toys R Us. Yes. Toys R Us was awesome. Okay. I want to know, what store do you wish never closed down? 208-524-1033 or on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. There was a list put together of America's top 10 most expensive towns. And you want to know something? We have 2 Idaho towns in here and a Wyoming town, okay? So obviously we have at number 1 is a Massachusetts town that's really close to $1 million. But then in second place, we have Jackson, Wyoming, $847,000. Insane. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, we have Haley, Idaho, $534,000. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, do we only have one Idaho place? I thought we had another Idaho place. I don't know if I'm the only one right now, but I have been feeling so overwhelmed with life lately, work, outside life, family, friends, relationships that don't exist. I'm just so overwhelmed with everything going on. And one thing I always like to do is to-do lists so I can keep track of everything that I need to get done, stay on task. But maybe we're getting too much done in our lives. Maybe we're supposed to chill out a little bit. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, try a to-don't list. So basically, they're for the all non-essential things that are not going to take up a ton of our time. So basically, don't overscroll on social media. Don't offer to do favors for everyone. Don't schedule meetings before 11 a.m. and don't skip lunch just to keep working. I am guilty of that one. Lunch is a very important time of day. Take that time and just go and just relax and clear your head, okay? So basically, it's just to be mindful about the stuff that's eating up your time and making life less enjoyable. So make that list. You only have to do it once, and then, check on it to remind yourself all the stuff that you don't have to do. And then, you can see if there's anything you need to add, but just know that your time does not have to be filled up with every single little thing every moment of the day. Okay? Okay. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Apparently, you can do collabs with Taco Bell, and I would like to know how to get on that because Omar Apollo used his family's top secret recipe for an all-new Taco Bell hot sauce. What? I didn't even know Taco Bell did partnerships. Okay? I guess this is a first kind of thing for their sauce packet partnership type of things. But what we can expect from this sauce packet, savory, smoky flavors, capturing the flavors perfected by Omar's mother in her original recipe. I guess it was a really big staple in their house growing up that Apollo and his siblings would request it for their birthday dinners and milestone events. Honestly, I feel that. I request my favorite, there's a favorite cake or things that my mom makes, and that's all I ever want for my birthday. So I'm here for it. I'm all about smoky flavors and savory. I just want to know, what am I going to put it on? So it is going to be available starting today for Taco Bell Rewards members only. But then for everybody else, starts up September 26th while supplies last. So if anybody gets it, let me know how it tastes. I don't ever put sauce on my Taco Bell items, so this isn't going to be for me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's two guys in the UK that have the same exact name. So they teamed up for a string of burglaries in the UK. Okay? So they're not related. They're from different towns. But they decided to pull off a string of heists last month. They broke into people's homes and stole jewelry, 55-inch TV. But security cameras these days, that's the only way that you're going to get anybody. So they got them on video. Both Bernies were arrested and got sentenced. The younger one got 2 years in prison and has to pay a fine. The older Bernie, his DNA was traced back to a separate burglary last year. So he got just under 5 years. But here's the thing. I just pulled up their mugshots. They literally look like they could be the exact same person, or father and son. They look like they're related, like through and through. Maybe somebody has a secret child, maybe they're actually related, or you know what, the older Bernie, maybe he's actually a time traveler and he came back and was just like, hey, little Bernie, let's do these things that I did wrong. Maybe he was going to come back and try to fix the heist that went wrong, but he didn't, and he brought younger. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a crazy story. You have to go and look up these mugshots. They look like they could be related. It's bonkers. Same name, same face, basically, just different ages. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I will be back here eventually, maybe, possibly. Maybe I'm going to nap till September ends. Green Day fans, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, on that note, bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.